Andy Sachs' look in The Devil Wears Prada 2 has been unveiled as Anne Hathaway shares a new image from the movie. Directed by returning filmmaker David Frankel, the upcoming sequel to 2006's The Devil Wears Prada features 4 stars returning from the original, including Hathaway, Meryl Streep as Miranda Priestley, Emily Blunt as Emily Charlton, and Stanley Tucci as Nigel Kipling. Though official Devil Wears Prada 2 story details have not yet been revealed, the film is expected to follow Miranda as she deals with the decline of print journalism while facing off against Emily, who has become an executive at a rival company. Newcomers to the cast include Justin Theroux, Kenneth Branagh, Lucy Liu, Simone Ashley, and BJ Novak. The Devil Wears Prada 2 isn't expected to release until spring 2026, but Hathaway has now shared a first look at Andy's return. The image features Hathaway smiling and leaning against a white ledge while wearing a fashionable pinstripe outfit. Check it out below. Andy Sachs 2025, Hathaway captions the photo, with New York City tagged as the location. What this means for The Devil Wears Prada 2. Where Andy's story can go next. The new image doesn't reveal much about what's next for Andy in the sequel, but it does certainly suggest that fashion has continued to be a major part of her life even after The Devil Wears Prada's ending. The original concludes with Andy leaving Runway and Miranda's employ, getting a job at a major New York City newspaper. How exactly fashion and runway play a role in Andy's life as a journalist remains to be seen. If the film does deal with a rivalry between Miranda and Emily, Andy could find herself covering the rivalry as part of a story she's writing before she then becomes caught between these two powerful figures. Andy's dynamics with both Miranda and Emily were often contentious. Miranda was a mentor of sorts, and it's revealed at the end of the movie that she provided Andy with a reference that helped her get her new job. Emily, on the other hand, was a bit of a cold professional rival who eventually became a friend. A major question facing the sequel is whether Andy has maintained any contact with either of them over the past 2 decades or whether the story will bring her back into their orbit after many years apart. The latter seems more likely, but it's entirely possible she has maintained her connection with Runway through other means, such as a friendship with Nigel. Our take on the new Andy Sachs image. The returning stars make The Devil Wears 2 an exciting proposition. Across genres, Hathaway continues to be a powerful and engaging screen presence. Despite a strong body of work, The Devil Wears Prada remains one of her most iconic and beloved movies, which does put pressure on the sequel, especially with such a long wait between installments, with Hathaway, Blunt, Streep, and Tucci all returning. In addition to Frankel as director, The Devil Wears Prada 2 already has a number of ingredients for success. The latest image may not reveal much about the upcoming film, but it does suggest that Hathaway's charm will be back in full force.